So today I'm playing the Temur Roar with Ureni the
Oh,
Unwritten as the commander.
got it. Big dragons.
Big dragon, yeah.
All right. I am playing Squall, SeeD Mercenary.
That's a Final Fantasy.
Um, it's Final Fantasy, yes. So whenever a creature I control attacks alone, it gains double strike. And whenever Squall hits a player for combat damage, I can return a permanent card with cost 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay, so for Ureni the Unwritten, I get flying and trample, and whenever Ureni enters or attacks, I get to look at the top 8 cards of my library. I may put a dragon creature card from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest at the bottom of my library in a random order. Hmm, I'll take a mulligan. It's a shame, so many nice cards.
Okay.
Just
But
I
no
just
no
hate
lands.
Basically, yeah, nothing. That's like that's oh my God, so good, but like nothing to start it off. So it's like, oh my gosh, no lands. Extremely unfortunate.
I think I can keep this. Not optimal, but I think I can work with it.
All right, I'll keep this.
And you are starting off.
So I'm gonna play Temple of Abandon. It enters tapped. When this land enters scry 1, I'll put it underneath. All right, your turn.
I'll play an Evolving Wilds. I will sacrifice it to get a basic land, and you may go. I'll find a plains.
Untap and draw for turn. Yikes. Okay. I will enter Hinterland Harbor. Enters tapped unless I control a forest or an island. All right, your turn.
Tap, draw. I will play a swamp. Tap 2 for a Mind Stone. Taps to add colorless, and I can pay 1 and sacrifice it and draw a card. You go.
Untap, draw for turn. I will play an island. Pass turn to you.
Nothing with 3 mana?
Yep, nothing.
Okay. Draw. Pay 2 for an Orzhov Signet. Pay 1 and tap it to add black and whites. I'll do so. So 2 mana. And I will play a Key to the City. The Key to the City says tap it and discard a card. Up to 1 target creature cannot be blocked this turn. And whenever the Key to the City becomes untapped, I can pay 2 colorless to draw a card. And you can go.
All right. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play a mountain. I will play Vengeful Ancestor, which is 2 red and 2 other. Vengeful Ancestor is a spirit dragon with flying. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, go to target creature.
I have no creatures.
Okay, so I can't go to target
The
creature.
Key to the City is an artifact.
Then it's your turn.
Untap. Draw. Hmm. I'll play a Bojuka Bog. It enters tapped, and I'll exile your graveyard that you don't have.
Right.
I'll tap 4 and play Squall. And that's it.
All right. I'll
You can
untap,
go.
draw for turn. Excellent. All right, I'm going to play Exotic Orchard for my land. I'll play Chaos Warp. And the owner of target permanent shuffles it into their library, then reveals the top card of their library. If it's a permanent card, they put it onto the battlefield. So I will target myself, putting Vengeful Ancestor back into my library. And I then reveal the top card of my library. And if it's a permanent, I get to put it onto the battlefield. So this goes into my graveyard. And I get a Parafete Thrasher.
Thrasher. Okay.
Parapet Thrasher. So flying, 4/3. Whenever one or more dragon you control deal combat damage to an opponent, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Destroy target artifact that opponent controls. This creature deals 4 damage to each other opponent, or exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. But this still has summoning sickness, right?
Does it have haste?
No.
No, then it does. It has summoning sickness.
There we go. Okay, cool. And then it'll be your turn.
All right. That's a 4/3 dragon, right?
Correct.
Okay. Untap, draw. Okay. I'm going to play my Urborg. It only has a paper in here because my actual Urborg card is in a different deck. So it's a proxy, if you would.
Okay.
All lands are swamps in addition to their other types. So your lands also produce black. I am going to pay 3 for Blitzball. Blitzball is an artifact that produces mana of any color. Or I can sacrifice it and draw 2 cards, but only if an opponent was dealt damage by a legendary creature this turn. Okay. I would like to activate my Key to the City, tap it, and I'm going to discard side quest, catch a fish, in order for this to be unblockable this turn. And then I would like to move to combat. May I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna play Reality Shift for these two, which means I exile target creature. In this case, I'll exile your commander.
Okay.
It's on your and its controller manifests the top card of their library. So the
Yeah.
top card of your library,
I put it
uh,
face down,
face
and it
down.
becomes a
Correct.
2/2 creature. And I
Correct.
can, if it's a creature card, I can play it. I can turn it upside face up for by paying its mana cost.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so that effect fizzles. Mine does, that is. The Key to the City. And I have this. I'm going to pass the turn.
Untap. I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay, I'm going to play a mountain for turn. Okay. I will play Hellkite Courser for 6, 2 red, and 4 remaining here. When this creature enters, you may put a commander you own from the command zone onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. So
Yep.
I'm going to put Ureni on the field, and it has haste.
I'm going to respond to its enter play trigger. So before
Okay.
before you look at your 8 cards,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay 1 and sacrifice my Mind Stone to draw a card, and you may proceed.
Okay. So it says here whenever Ureni enters or attacks, look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a dragon creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of the library. So I'm going to look at the top 8 cards. Number 1 is the opportunistic. Oh, actually, I look at. I don't have to show them to you, right?
Yeah, it's not reveal, it's look at. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm going to put Atarka, the World Render, on the field. Has flying and trample
Uh-huh.
as, huh?
Yeah, I know him. Gives at the beginning of combat, all your dragons get double. All attacking dragons get double strike.
Yeah, whenever dragon you control attacks, it gains double strike until end of turn. Yeah, and he is a 6/4.
Yep.
Okay, I'll put the remaining of these at the bottom in a random order. All right, so they're going under.
Ureni is a 9/9, right?
7/7.
Ah, yeah, much better.
I'm sure it is. Okay, so I got to put Urani on, and he has haste. So Atarka and the Hellcard Courser have summoning sickness, but I can attack you with Ureni and the Parapet Thrasher if I want to. And I
Yes,
really want to. Okay, so
is when he deals combat damage that you will have that trigger twice this turn.
okay, if I deal combat damage.
I don't have any flyers.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll attack you with Ureni for 7 and Parapet Thrasher for 4. And then I get to choose, well, it says here whenever one or more
You
you
deal
can.
combat.
Okay, so let's see what we get for damage first, and then we'll decide, right?
No, you don't do damage yet. Something else happens first.
Okay, so you get to assign blockers.
No, before even that. You're assigning someone as an attacker, and when he attacks, something happens.
Okay, now you control deal combat damage to an opponent. Choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Oh, okay. Whenever. Oh, yeah. So 7 more, right?
8. You
Okay.
look at 8 cards. When Ureni enters or attacks.
Oh, okay. So 8 more cards. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Was a better move than I thought.
I thought that's why you did it.
Well, you give me more credit. I appreciate that. So I'm going to enter Skargan Hellkite. Skargan Hellkite is a 4/4 dragon with Riot, which means this creature enters with my choice of a +1/+1 counter or haste. It's flying, and I can pay 3 colorless and 1 red mana so that this creature deals 2 damage divided as I choose among 1 or 2 targets. Activate only if this creature has a +1/+1 counter on it. So in this case, I would like to choose haste, which
You
means,
can't. Yeah, you can give him haste, but you're already past the declare attacker step, so you wouldn't
oh,
be able to attack.
okay, well, in that case, then we'll do a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah, this seems like the better choice. Is that a 6/6?
He's a 4/4.
Okay.
Much better, right?
Well, technically it's a 5/5, right? Because you're
Yeah,
putting a counter on him.
now it's a 5/5. Yeah, I'm gonna put a count on. You're right. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since I've played Magic. I'm clearly forgetting a lot of crucial depth.
Well, you're winning, so it doesn't seem to matter that much. So
So here we go. There's the +1/+1. And now we're moving into the attack, right?
no, you're already in the attack, so you're just
Um,
resolving the ability. So you've now
correct.
declared your attackers, which and resolved the triggers from attacking. I can declare
Yes.
blockers. I would
Yeah.
like to declare nothing because this manifest does not fly.
Okay.
So unless you have other effects, let's move to first strike damage.
Yeah, just first strike that. Yeah, no other
Yeah, because
effects.
you have double strike, and that technically you hit once before any other damage resolves. So
Correct.
both your dragons hit me. So I receive 7 from
And
Ureni, which is commander
mhm.
damage, and then I receive 4 from the Thrasher. What does the Thrasher say again?
The
Whenever one or
thresh.
more dragons, or whenever a dragon?
Whenever one or more dragons you control deal combat damage to an opponent, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn.
All right, so since it says one or more, so that you have one instance of the effect now. Which one are you going to choose?
I will go for destroy a target artifact that the opponent controls.
These are your
So
options.
yeah, the one on the left there, on the top left, that one.
Okay. All right. Now a second time happens, so I receive another 7 from Ureni and another 4 from the Thrasher. So you have another instance of the effect, but you have to choose something that hasn't been chosen.
So since I'm all tapped out for mana, the exiling the card doesn't make any sense because I won't be able to play it this turn, which I would want to. So I will say I'll deal 4 damage to each opponent, which means 4 more to you.
To each other opponent, right?
This creature deals 4 damage to each other opponent, yeah?
Right. Since you're hitting me with your dragons, there are no other opponents to hit with that. But that's the one you chose. So yeah, I don't receive another 4 damage because this is essentially when you hit one player in a 4-player game, you end up hitting all of them for something.
Okay.
So yeah, so since there are no other players, that effect has no effect.
Okay.
But you also don't lose the card to exile that you wouldn't be able to play. So I
Right.
went from 40 to 18.
That means that's good for me and bad for you.
Right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Then
So
Ureni goes
pass
back
turn.
to the command zone because of the Hellkite Courser's effect.
Correct.
Right.
And pass the turn to you.
I'll draw my cards. And it's not great. Okay. I'll tap 2 white and 2 black. And I'm going to cast Damn. Overloaded. Destroy each creature. They cannot be regenerated.
Hmm. Well, I can't do anything about that.
So this just destroys my manifest as well, which was a creature.
And it
So
destroys
that's
all of my guys.
yes. This is in hopes of me getting another turn, actually.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to tap 2 and I'm going to play a Mask of Memory. The Mask of Memory is an equipment that says whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw 2 cards, and if I do, I discard a card. And it equips for 1 colorless. And that's it for me. You can take a turn.
Yay. All right. I'm going to untap and draw for turn. So artifacts are also permanents, right?
Yes. Anything that stays on the battlefield after it's cast is a permanent.
Okay. I'm going to cast Hammerhead Tyrant for 6. 2 blue. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hammerhead Tyrant is a creature dragon flying. Whenever you cast a spell, return up to 1 target non-land permanent an opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to that spell's mana value to its owner's hand.
Okay.
Then I'll pass the turn to you.
All right. Untap. Draw cards. Play a land. I'll pay 3. I'm going to cast a Plaguecrafter. Plaguecrafter says when Plaguecrafter enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Each player who cannot discards a card. Does this resolve?
Yep.
So we both sacrifice a creature. I'll sacrifice the Plaguecrafter itself.
All right.
You can go.
Untap. Draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to play the Nesting Dragon. Nesting Dragon is a dragon with flying and landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 0/2 red dragon egg creature token with defender, and when this token dies, create a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying and pay red mana. This token gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And this is a 5/4.
Right.
And now pass turn to you.
All right. Untap. Draw. Play another swamp. I'll pay 6 and recast Squall. And that's all she wrote. You can go.
All right, untap. Draw for turn. I'll play the Yavimaya Coast and then cast Ureni.
Wait, first, something else happens. Landfall.
All right. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, create a 0/2 dragon egg. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you. Dragon egg. 0-2. And
Defender. 0-2 defender. If it dies, you create a 2-2.
yeah,
Don't have to write that down right now. That's a
gotcha. Okay. And yes, Ureni. And whenever Ureni enters or attacks, look at the top 8 cards. Does that resolve? Like, no, do you have anything?
yeah, it does.
Okay. I'm going to play Stormbreath Dragon. Stormbreath Dragon is a 4/4 dragon with flying, haste, and protection from white. And I can pay 2 red mana and 5 colorless to make it monstrosity 3. Means if this creature isn't monstrous, put 3+1 +1/+1 counters on it and it becomes monstrous. When this creature becomes monstrous, it deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. Okay. Okay, and Stormbreath Dragon has haste. So I would like to move to attack with Ureni, the Nesting Dragon, and the Stormbreath Dragon all at
So
once.
Ureni cannot attack.
That's right, because he's got Summoning Sickness. Correct. Thank you. Okay, so just the Nesting Dragon and the Stormbreath Dragon, which
I
are
cannot block. 5,
you want
4,
to.
and 4, 4. I
Okay,
take 9.
excellent.
Unless you had any effects, I take 9.
Nope, that's it. And I'll pass the turn to you.
Right? On tap. And die.
All right.
You win. That's
GG.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, you win.
It's kind of like I'm waiting for a fanfare to go off somewhere, like da 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 da, but there's nothing because it's just 2 people and the other one lost. So normally you shake hands or something when it's like, it was kind of a devastating thing, and you know.
Well, okay. So here, I do have one of the like two white counter spells in this deck, Mana
Mhm.
Tithe, which would have had you pay one more in order to resolve your spell, which you didn't have, but it was 3 cards away.
Yeah, but also
So
I had this card that says protection from white.
yeah, that doesn't. The card has protection from white. The spell
Uh-huh.
does not.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good to
So
know.
while something is being cast, it's considered a spell, right? Once it's on the
Uh-huh.
battlefield, it's a permanent. So I can counter the spell, and the protection from white just means nothing. And you could have blocked my commander and not received damage, for example, right? Because my commander has white in its color identity.
Mm.
I was pretty well set up, but that reality shift doesn't matter when you would have played it, except that you could not allow my commander to deal damage, right? Because if you had, then I would have had the ability to bring 2 things back from my graveyard, and one of them would have been the thing that draws me cards on my table. So I don't know if I would have won if you hadn't done it, but I think it was rather well played. Also, that Chaos Warp on your own thing, given that you didn't really have many options, was good. But you could have done the Chaos Warp after you've attacked me with your flyer,
Mm.
right? So you could have gotten the 5 damage from the Vengeful Ancestor, which I couldn't block because it was flying. You would have goaded my creature, but I was going to attack you anyways, so you wouldn't have made me do anything, right?
Mm.
And you had the reality shift. So the Chaos Warp was a good move, but you could have attacked first.
Gotcha.
So it was a pretty good victory for you. You will remove the things that were going to be a problem for you, including the key to the city when you could. because that would have if you had not targeted that to destroy the artifact, I would have replayed Squall the next turn rather than do the other stuff. So I think you played it well, even though you're still there's a lot of effects going on, which you sometimes forget, or you
Yeah,
read and then right away they just in one ear and then out the other. That's it
yeah,
happens. Ureni is just such a busted
beast.
dragon.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, he has two versions and both of them are good. That's
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I had on one point, I forgot what the card was now, but it was a green, and it would have allowed me to destroy one of your permanents, and then you get a 3/3 green beast or
Beast
something.
Within.
Yeah, the beast within. So I was gonna do that, but I
See,
realized at that
so
point,
Beast Within is a very powerful card because it says destroy target permanent. It can
right,
destroy lands. So it can
right.
destroy any permanent. So it's like, oh, he only has two lands and no and he's like hurting for more mana. Let me take one of them away. I'll give him a 3/3, but better the 3/3 than my commander again, right? So and it's instant, so you can do it on my end step or when I attack. So Beast Within is a very powerful thing. Nowadays, the problem is it says destroy. So if something is indestructible or can't be targeted, so it doesn't exile. But still, it's in green one of the best removal spells because it targets any permanent.
Mm.
So that's it's very good. But I think you played it well. Uh, that stupid Hellkite Courser and double effect the turn it came in, and then you recast him for 7 pretty much the next turn. Well, one turn
Right.
after because you didn't draw the land.
Yeah.
That's it was good, right? So the I was dead to Ureni's one attack. That's why I had to play the Dam, and then I had to play the Clay Crafter. I really wanted to do other things, but I was so on the back foot because of that reality shift. And then your follow-up turn, that is, it was just, you did good.
I did good. Did I do good? That's fun.